everybody. How you doing? I don't know. Yeah, lighting looks good. I'm not on mute. Things are going. Yes, and we've just finished 2 hours of fucking load shedding. Excuse my French. Yeah, no, we're all good. We're hanging on by a thread. Our little froggies are getting used to things. But yes, so sorry, I've been rather hectic. We had all our Jewish holidays. So during the year, which is sort of a normal year, would be from January to December. And the Jewish calendar works a little bit differently, usually it starts usually September, October, the Jewish year. And then it ends from, September, October to again September, October. So, yes. I just want to say, how's it to the peoples? How's it? Hello, hello. Hello, Dylan. Nice to see a new face. Arbeit, like a joke there on the group. Very funny. Getting in touch with yourself, no, for sure. I saw that favorite song, I Touch Myself. You know that one? Yes. I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to do that to you. No. So, yes. So, we're talking a little bit about the festivals. Then I'm going to take a little bit of an intermission. And then we're going to talk a little bit of other stuff. But, I just sort of wanted to tell you. So, basically 2 parts of the year where Jewish holidays occur. Basically, we're very blessed. Literally in every month there's sort of a something. There's always a party. The year they like to party. Usually our parties last for a full 8 or 9 days. Full-on celebrations. That's why most of us are so duck. No, just kidding. Oops, there goes my microphone. And so ons vreet, ons drink en ons kuier saam. That's what we do. Just like our South African fellow people, yes. So, like I was saying, so it starts with the head of the year, which is called Rosh Hashanah, and everyone wishes each other, may you have a sweet year, may you have a blessed year. And the foods that we eat are generally honey cake. Okay, you can eat anything, but basically all the foods have like a sweet, like we have honey, we cut apples up and we dip them in honey. We have meats that are cooked in like honey, like we have something called simmus, where it's brisket marinated in delicious sweet sauces with fruits and like peaches and cobbler and prunes and nom, 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 nom. There's no time for dieting at this time of year. That song was in my head for a while. Okay, all right. Okay. How's your kitty? But yes, hello, Gert. Lovely. Yes, and happy Diwali. Yes, so usually this time of year, it also coincides with Diwali. But the thing is with Jewish holidays, it's so awkward for people who work for Jewish companies because they always say, okay, I'll write it down that on the 25th of September, it's going to be Rosh Hashanah. It doesn't work like that. We go according to the moon, and the moon calendar falls on different days of the Gregorian calendar. So it's always different. But you can Google Jewish holiday dates, and you will find it for the following year. And you should also, Passover always falls in and around Easter. This last year, it was like for like. It was literally the correlation of what Jesus would have experienced 2,000 years ago. It was literally like for like when it came to Easter. So on Rosh Hashanah, we eat sweet things. We bake round-shaped goods, symbolizing circle, continuity, life, apples. A lot of different cultures or depends where you're from, has like eats things like a fish. Like people will have a fish usually, and then this is a bit rough. Some people do this, some people don't. They'll have like either the head of the fish and they'll eat something from the head of the fish, or, which is a bit gross, but like I don't do that. I just enjoy the sweet meats and the sweet puddings. And I haven't lost weight. Been trying, but have not lost the weight. So and then exactly 10 days after that, it's the Yom Kippur, which is our 25-hour fast. It's one of 2 25-hour fasts for the year. I can't quite remember which is the other one right now. Is it Tisha B'Av? No, I'm not too sure. I'll have to check on that. But and that's the Day of Atonement, and we fast for 25 hours. We don't wear leather. You don't really wear perfumes or jewelry or anything. You basically dress in plain white clothes, wear sandals that are not made from leather or tackies, and yeah, you read a book that makes you depressed and talks about just how much you sin no matter what. And then we do that for 25 hours, and then we free it again afterwards. We usually go to people to break the fast, and we free it some more, and it's all good. And then you hope you're going to have a good year and all your blessings and all your sins are forgiven. And yeah, that's kind of what makes it difficult, or different, I suppose, to other religions. But yeah, we just hope that we've done enough prayer and we've given a bit of charity and we've done what we can to ask God to forgive us. I know I'm making it sound very, very blasé, but yeah, I don't want to bore you with the detail. Then after that one, we go into Sukkot, which is the festival. I think it's the Feast of Tabernacles, where we remember going through the desert. Which is kind of weird because it's way after Passover, but it's the commemoration where we build like little hut aftakis, like with palm leaves. Like if you go into these religious neighborhoods, you'll see them. Hello, Cameron. Hello, White Zulu. Lovely to see you. Hello, Alison. I hope you're doing so much better. Laka laka. Yeah. So, and just tell me if I must stop. Eh? So we for 9 days, a lot of people sleep, eat, and do lots of things in the sukkah. Some people even have coitus in the sukkah. But in South Africa, obviously, I suppose you can build your sukkah, and some people do sleep in the sukkah. Some people decorate their sukkah with pictures and almost like Christmas time. And you all men, especially men, and it's not right, it's not sexist, it's just that men are actually obligated to do more of these laws than others, than women. Woman is not time bound by any commandments. She is exempt because she has children, and children, they're hungry whenever, there's not a set time or whatever. So men are considered, they have to do more. They're more time bound than women. So that's, their obligation to be in the sukkah. So that's a little bit of trivia. So for the last 3 weeks, I've been immersed in Jewish holidays. And then, of course, we were sick. And that wasn't fun. There was a horrible bug going around. But yeah, we're alive. Yay, yay, yay. So all good there. So that's sort of, any questions, anything anyone wants to know? That's sort of what I've been up to. Which is really, and you go to synagogue, and then lots of programs and lots of things to do, and you just get through it. And it's sort of like if Christmas went on for a week. That's what it feels like. And I suppose a lot of it you spend time with family and friends, and it's really about connecting. I think it's you forget the work world behind, and you just sort of continue. You really get with it, and you find out about your family, and you try and connect with people on a different level. Put away the phones, put away the TV. Gets a bit much, but people enjoy it. So yes, this is sort of what a calendar looks like. Okay. This is one that is distributed. And we are now in the year, according to this, 5,783. So we're not in 2023. It does have the Gregorian calendar on it, so that you can sort of plot your diary. But the week starts from Sunday to Saturday instead of Monday to Friday. So yeah, when I plan my stuff, it's on this. So yeah, and they're different colors for different days and holidays and etc. So that's a little bit about that, people. So what have you guys been up to for the last 3 weeks? How have you been handling things? Have you done anything different? I really, really was excited. This weekend, I went out. Okay, we did some bar plundering. It was fantastic. Felt like the good old days. We went to a place in Pretoria called the Suvar Bar. Great venue, great food. Not expensive at all. Really, really reasonable. It was refreshing. And no one was there who was sort of not born after 1980. It was great. Bumped into some fellow podcasters. It was great to see them and their wives. And yeah, it was nice to connect. We saw Boo, Chris Chameleon. He also did another act. Cut and Wolf, it was. I think it's his wife who he does it with. I'm not too sure. But it was awesome to be part of, like, live band, live music, stuff happening, support local. It was awesome. And then, yeah, we sort of chilled, and I took a friend to go and see a play. Time to really support plays, people, time to support all these people that had no income during lockdown, which sucked balls. I don't know who's ever sucked balls, but I'm sure it's not the best. Maybe for the receptee, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we need to support our local communities. We need to support, just local is lekker, and there's some incredible talent. So on Sunday, I took a mate to go and see Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. I didn't know what to expect. It's a very, very intense play by Mr. I think it's Alan Albee. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I think it's that. Hello, Matthew. Hello. Yes, we are weirdos. How you doing? And yeah, so we went to go and see this play, and the acting was incredible. It really made you feel like, wow, what have I missed? What am I missing? And it reflected on relationships and how relationships can become really, really toxic. Very, very, either quickly or after years of being together. This particular couple couldn't have children, and then they played a little game where they tortured each other. Either if she did something, he would do something, and it's just so crazy. And it also goes about a theme that I sort of run through a lot of my chats, which is codependency. How often there's codependence in a relationship. Whether a woman's reliant on a man to bring an income and to look after children and to look after her, and to keep the family unit going, where maybe she'll be abused, or vice versa. There'll be someone who's an addict, and usually we're all addicted to something. We are, whether it's food, whether it's a particular bad habit, drinking all the time. Say must have, three units of alcohol every night, and then on the weekend just finishing bottles. Look, I'm not judging. We all have our vices. It just gets quite hectic when you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, White Zulu, it was a very dark play, but the acting, it was just phenomenal to see the talent. It really was. Really, really was. But yeah, bad habit of trolling. Okay, Matt. Hello, Cam. I have a message error. Try again. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, you keep trying. Try it. Yeah, and just like, I don't know, guys, what's been happening with you? We've had so much weird news. I mean, how's that? Like Miss Truss, what's her name? Yeah, Elizabeth Truss, like leaving Downing Street after 44 days. Shame. What a shit show. In fact, I looked it up. Did you know Downing Street has 100 rooms in it? And apparently the Prime Minister's basically takes over the third level. Like, all we see is this white little house with this black door. Well, apparently it's massive. And it has, yeah, like obviously different levels, a basement, blah, blah, blah. And then the third level is for the Prime Minister, which I think they can make that into a home. But basically there's offices and for a lot of the ministerial staff that go there. And there's obviously rooms and banquets and conference rooms for guests and things. Yeah, I haven't caught up too much on that story. I don't know too much about it. Yeah, I heard some tragic news about animal cruelty, which pissed me off. But yeah, and the guy didn't even get jail; he got a suspended sentence. But I think for animal cruelty, oaks need to go do hard time, like for real. I think if you can be cruel to an animal, you can definitely be cruel to your fellow human being. But yes, So that's sort of happening there. Um, I don't know, guys. I have all these ideas of streams and things, and then things sort of get muddled, and yeah, I sort of just have brain farts. Brain farts. I think one of my biggest problems, a lot that I suffer from, is brain fog. I find when I, try and connect with people, I'm trying to explain something. You know me, I do suffer with, I think, a lot of ADD. I don't know if it's a lot, but I do tend to suffer with ADD. And sometimes some days I wake up and I just don't feel awake, right? Like I feel like, God, I could sleep for another 3 hours, even though I've had 7 or 8 hours sleep. Just like I feel hectic. And I take a good Baraka when I remember, or vitamin B, and it works. And lots of water. mm. Hello, Ranid. So what's up, people? Tell me your news. What great thing has happened to you in the last 3 weeks? Like, maybe you got a new job, or you got a new car, or a new animal, or something momentous, something awesome to signify, your life. You started a new relationship. But a lady I used to work with phoned me yesterday, and it was actually her birthday. And I sent her a funny meme, and like I always do. By the way, if you guys want to join the group, contact Cameron. He's on a lot of the groups, and we'll send a link to join our group. We share jokes, we share ideas. It's not so busy, thank goodness. It's kind of subtle. Some days it's busy, some days it's not. But yeah, I think it's pretty balanced. Yes, Albert says I got divorced. Oh, Mazel Tov! That's what I felt like after my divorce. Did you really get divorced? Sure. Did you have to divide the house up? Or like, yeah. Um, are you okay? I don't know. Did you really get divorced? You never told me you were getting divorced. That's hectic. It's hectic. It's a big adjustment. After how many years, Arbot? Was it months? In my case, my one marriage lasted 9 months. I literally gave birth to the person. Yeah. And after that, I was like, woohoo, yay, I'm free. Woohoo. Yeah. So, anyway, what Zulu says. We're horrified at the news that we have yet another. What we really need was a general election, kick out the Tories and put another party in. Well, can they do like a referendum? I don't know how the British. I mean, I know that our parliamentary system is sort of based on you guys, sort of. I think it's like adapted. Could they do a referendum in England? I'm not too sure. My son will end up teaching me all about different kinds of parliaments when he studies his political sciences. But yeah, Cameron's wishing everyone congratulations. Or but yes, Cameron's wishing. Yeah, I hope it didn't cost much. Listen, it actually, if you plan it properly and you don't have to, and there are no kinderlach involved and there are no kids, it does work out pretty easily. But yeah, look at, if one door closes, another one opens. That's what I always say. Sunil was the least worst choice. Okay. I don't know how to, the least worst choice? So you mean he was not as bad as what could have been? Or was worse? I don't know. I think it is what it is, so it's got to make, maybe he won't last long either. I have no idea. Like, I just think I'm over the whole political thing. Like, I just think politicians, look, at least England works. Most of the time they work. I think there's obviously shit everywhere, but I think at least England is a country where most things work. When I was there, everything was working. You needed something, there were no queues, there was no mission. Everything just seemed to work. I got a job and cancer insurance. Oh, right. So you got cover for that. Well, at least you're being prepared. Listen, we all have potentially different weird cells in us, and at any time, something weird could happen. So eat your greens, people. Eat your greens. Yes, it's good to eat your greens. Greens help. And stop smoking. Oh dear, what's happened? Oh no, I didn't know that. It's gone. It's gone. Okay, that light's gone. Right, let's try this one. 1 second. And this one's going to go again. So I've just done that. Okay, wait, there we go. 1 second. I tell you, getting used to it. No, this one's going to go soon as well. Okay, Becky, we do like that. Okay, I'm looking different. Yeah, I tell you, at least the grey hair. I pulled like one or two out the other day, and the grey hair has definitely subsided. So I am happy about that. Oh, you see, it did go out. Now they're both out. Now you can see my. Hold on, let's do that. 1 second. Yay, there was light. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able. This one's kaput. This one is really kaput. Okay, I'm not going to bother there. So yeah, we were talking politics. Am I allowed to share Fiona's link? Sure, Cam. Yeah, Fiona's also a budding YouTuber. She talks all about her adventures in Africa. And yeah, very, very interesting. So if you like that sort of historic thing, my job is selling cancer insurance. Is it on the rise? Is it on the uptake? I know that I've been hearing from fellow friends who are in the medical profession that because so many people were too scared to go to get themselves checked during lockdown, that now they're finding all sorts of little gremlins. But you find you do quite well, Matthew. I mean, look, I should probably get it. Mind you, cancer doesn't run rife on my side of the family. Thank goodness, But I mean, I probably have all the precursors of it. I'm overweight. I smoke occasionally. I drink occasionally. Don't probably have enough sex, like all of us. Who has enough sex besides sex workers, right? Teacher's going, oh my goodness. No. Listen, I have a staple when it comes to that. Like it has to happen at least certain times, everyone has a ratio, right? Everyone has that, like it should happen. For some, it's once a week, it's every day. For some, it's every fortnight, once every 3 weeks. Hopefully it's done. But yes, I recommend. Dr. Ruth recommends sex most often, as soon as you can. And like some people say, even with the left hand works well. So yes. Watsulu's telling, yeah, I never regretted either of my divorces. Me too. Are about 9 years. I took my TV consoles and some kitchen stuff, all my Webers I had to get everything new: curtains, toilet mats, brushes, new fridge, microwave, washing machine, water tank, etc. Yeah, look, 26K down. I think it's a lot of money, but trust me, if it's right, it was the best investment ever. To be happy and to be free for the right reasons, there's nothing better. Nothing at all. I just want to see if I've got another port here. So I'm going to use the mouse on the thing. I'm just going to try and plug in the other light. See what I can do. Okay, Vachabiki. Hey, there we go. That looks a bit better. Let's put. I tell you, trying to get. I don't exactly have a proper studio here. Hold on. There we go. I think that's a bit better. Whew. So. Oh, sorry, Arbot. Sorry you went through that. I mean, I know it's hard. It's hard starting over. But I'm sure you're young. Definitely younger than I think I was when I got married and divorced. Hey, how young are you now, Arbot? How young are you now? What's Matt saying? I know at least 4 close family members and friends who has passed away from cancer. Sure. No, it's rough. And it's a terrible, 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 terrible disease. It really is. Yeah. And some people think that all the treatments are not the best either. I don't know. Um, some are, some aren't. I suppose you have to do individually what suits you. Yes. Forden. Oh, it says he's Forden 25. Forden 25. Hey, Forden 45. Oh, so you like my age, nearly. Hey, it's okay. We've still got another 35 years. I'm not reading that right. But yes, okay. Well, it's not like you're 99. You've still got something, and I think with 26K down, and that's what that guy was saying who was here, who I interviewed about the financial stuff. Sometimes it takes a little bit of restraint, but at the end of the day, if you have a positive attitude about money, and I think so many people don't, and I never used to. I never used to have a positive attitude. I used to panic. And okay, look, to be fair, I still do when those debit orders off. And I think there was 1 month this year where one of my debit orders bounced, and I had a proper panic attack because I wasn't sure which one. And yeah, I wasn't sure if it was the only one. So yeah, because sometimes the apps don't give a lifetime reading and they're a bit late. So yeah, no, it's scary, but we have to have positive attitudes about money because then it will flow and it will come. And yeah, it has to happen that way. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so it's still a spring chicken. Trust me, I know someone who's been divorced plenty, plenty. And they're older than you and they're still Casanova. Yeah, maybe I'll get them. Why? Now, see, now I don't have the mouse. Hold on. Okay. Matthew, what are you up to? Any mens under 30 here or just me? I don't know. I think you're a loner. You're a loner troll. But occasionally we do have an odd one that comes around. But thank you. Yeah, guys. So I hope you are all well. And I just wanted to say I'm well again. I'm sorry. I really am sorry for the sabbatical. It was just, yeah, every holiday fell either from the Tuesday night or fell on the Tuesday. It like ended and I was just kaput. But we're going to try and keep the streaming regular again. So Tuesdays, definitely. Thursdays, I will let you know on the app. Matthew, if you want to join the group, I don't know, Cameron, I don't know who else you're on a group with. Remember the email address rebellious Ruthie with a Y, RUTHY @gmail.com. And yeah, if you guys want to email me any ideas for shows or you want to be on the show or we can talk any sorts of cuck you want, we can do it. So yeah. Watsulu is saying Matthew Dixon is our baby. Oh, Alison's so sweet. Oh, but may you soon find happiness. Amen. What do you think? I'm happy already, Alison. Just need to get my cats as soon as the new place is ready. All right, you see, all good. Sometimes being in a crappy relationship is worse than actually being alone. True story. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Not now, but back in the day. Yeah, with my son's father. That was not fun. That was definitely not fun. I have to go to a place, to an optom, and I have to need new spectacles. Me thinking, my eyes are changing. I'm getting older. And I just can't find the right stuff to clean my Brillo with. I don't know if you guys suffer from the same problem, but I can see like, the glasses help, but they feel like they need to be stronger. Well, understand the jokes. Am I too young? No, you're not too young. You're never too young. Oh, can't share the WhatsApp link. Oh dear. Okay, send me Matt's number. Okay, I'll see how that works just now. I'll make you an admin there. Her dogs, my cats. Okay. Well, at least you got to keep some pussy. Which is, yeah, which is good. Always good to have pussy in your back corner. Um, sorry guys, I'm being quite profane. But yes, so yeah, I just wanted to hop on and say how's it, and yeah, we'll see you again. And remember again, rebellious Ruthie with a Y at gmail.com. If you want to connect, come on the show, do something. I know, Cameron, we were going to talk about your axes, your guitars. I don't know why it hasn't happened yet. You've been busy. I've been busy. Time take, but we must do it soon. Must do it soon. Also, Dumo said he'd come on my show. We're going to talk maybe some politics. I also had a huge feeling of feelings of what? When I was over the couple of weeks listening to the news and seeing, so I will not mention his name because I think mentioning his name gives him more attention. So Mr. Red Beret, being such a victim and instigating things of hatred, which is such bullshit because most South Africans really don't feel that way. Really don't feel that way. Like the people you greet in the shops and the people you speak over the phone to, and from all different races and creeds and colors, and it's just you treat people decently, life will be good. And I think South Africans are so strong and so resilient and so full of hope. And we shouldn't pay any attention to that wanker because that's what he does. That's why he does it. So he gets attention. Mustn't pay any attention to him. Not whatsoever. Bog it all. Nothing. Nothing. Hello, Nick. You were there and then you went away. And now you're back. My cat is turning 11 human years next month. Oh, happy birthday. It's quite old, shame. What's his name? Is it a she or he? No, listen, I think cats are so awesome. Shame. TG's horrendously allergic. So we've just got the dogs, even though I think our Skorky thinks it's a cat. It runs around like a cat, plays with his doll like a cat. He's definitely part cat. I don't know if it's a Yorkie thing, but yeah, he's definitely part feline. Alan says, I'm glad you're so happy. Alison has a cat. She is 10. She was, nobody wanted muffin. Was my best choice. She is so affectionate and loves cuddles. And I think rescue animals also make the best animals. Don't buy. What's the saying? Don't buy. Go and adopt. To get him out at birth. Wow. So there's a huge connection there. Sylvester the mighty cat. Oh, brilliant. I had a cat once. I nearly called him Sylvester. But instead the name Kitty stuck. So go figure. It's like calling your dog. Yeah, very clever. Not much imagination there. My sausage dog is getting fat. He looks half Scotty. Yeah, my son jokes with me and says, Mom, if we had to roll dog A and you down a hill, who would go get there faster? I'm like, well, duh, obviously me. And I tell you what, I did take a tubwell. So there was uneven paving as I was coming out of a place. And I was with people I knew, obviously. And I've got my one ankle is very weak. Like, I don't know why. Even I remember ice skating. It would always pain when I ice skated. Is that the correct English? I don't know. And it just fell from under me. And I didn't fall on my knees as such, but I fell on my left side. I had a boo-boo there. I had boo-boo on the toes. I had a boo-boo on my shin. And a bit of my leg was bruised. But I'm alive. Ooh, speaking of horror and shock, it's Halloween. Maybe I'll decide to do a fun, let's do that. Thursday night, we do a Halloween at stream. We get dressed up in some makeup and scary stuff, and we do a fun stream. I don't know. I love dressing up. I think South Africans love dressing up. We don't do it nearly as enough as we should, and have a jaw. So if you're keen, guys on the group, let me know if you're keen 2 or 3 or 4. We can do minutes at a time, and we can either guess who you are or what you are, and we can talk about some of our favorite horror movies. I enjoyed that Invisible Man that came out. I think it's on Netflix again. Yeah, that was really scary. That to me is really scary. And also as a child, I had babysitters that watched all the horrors. So Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, the original, the first one. I actually watched the last one, but we can talk about that on Thursday evening. So yes, I don't know. Are you keen to do something fun like that? I don't know. I think it could be fun. The one year, go back and check it. Or else, I'll just relaunch Halloween, where I dressed up as Katrina, and I did my face, and there was red, something red that I was drinking. It was a mixture of something, and yeah, I was having a jaw. And the one girl, I think I interviewed, someone said to me, "Did you fall off the bed?" I think she'd had a bit too much to party, and she was winging it proper, and I think she thought had drunk a Red Bull because she literally took off from the bed. So that was fun, and yeah, we can dress up. I know for the first time ever, my son is going with a group of friends trick or treating. Some people say, "Ooh, it's devil's goeders," and "Ooh, it's the devil," and you shouldn't, and you this. You know what? I believe for real. So this is something I told a friend the other day. Whatever you put your energy into, okay, gives it power. So if you are negative and you have an issue with whatever, if I believe that this pen is my lucky pen, and I zoosh on it and I give it power, right? And I make sure like this pen will make every bit of my life easier, and I believe it, and then I take it everywhere with me, and it works, and I sign deals, and I make good business decisions, and my family are healthy, and whatever, because I have this pen. When I don't have it one day, I'm going to be distraught. Why put so much energy into stuff that is actually nonsense? So I believe you attract what you put your energy into, right? You really, really do. And when someone can say, "Oh, but because you have this, it's black, it's devil stuff, or it's evil, or it's whatever," you are creating nonsense. Yes, this stuff does exist on another level. Yes, but we shouldn't delve into it. I mean, the good book says, it speaks about the stars, it speaks about all sorts of things. But its main focus is saying, you know, don't ponder on it too much. No, it's there, but don't devil in it. And I think that's what's so important. You have to keep the balance. You have to keep level-headedness. Yes, there is nonsense and bad stuff out there, but if you're doing it for fun and you're doing it for dress up and you're connecting with friends and you're connecting with family, and it's about imagination, and it's about having fun and adventure, why the hell not? If we didn't have fear, if we didn't get scared, then life would probably be very boring. Yes, obviously we live in one of the most dangerous countries in the world, and there is stuff to be scary about. But you manifest what you concentrate on. Well, that's for me. I believe that. You can believe something else. And I do believe in a godly source energy that protects me and my family. Whew. So yeah, that felt like a bit of a lecture. But yes. So keep positivity, think happiness, and don't believe everything you see on the internet. No. So yes. I see Guardian Peppings having a lekker lach here. Oh yes, the mouse is not connected. I see Matt. Completely and wholeheartedly believe that load shedding is an illusion. But I see it too. And my neighbor will see it. And my neighbor's neighbor will see it. So maybe it has to be true. Yeah. And I think it's definitely the frog. I mean, it's so crazy how we've become accustomed. We just humans must be actually the most simple creatures on God's earth. Like really, we We just slide right in and we get accustomed. We're actually very, very simple creatures, people. My dad always used to say, keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. Not to me, but in the later of his life, he had all these little adages, which I'll share with you as we go on. And he was really about, don't trouble, and trouble won't trouble you. And basically, that's how I feel about things like Halloween and, these oaks that are at a bar. And okay, like I say, I haven't been to a bar, especially a Rova bar, where, there's some oak making kak and he's drunk. Like, that's the one thing about the show that I went to go and see. Everyone was getting pissed and everyone was losing themselves and doing stupid shit. Like, so obviously there's going to be issues and there's a misunderstanding. And I'm going to find this, like, you said something to my girlfriend. Like, come on. Like, and then I'm coming outside, mess you up. Like, grow the hell up. Like, really, like, it's just such a load of horse. Right? So Corona's boarding. How's it, sir? Where you? I can't see your. I saw you now. I don't see you. There you are. Mind. What's it? It's mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Love that. Love it. Absolutely. Love it, honey. Oh, yeah. What to do where I live, we don't even lock our doors or close our windows. A quiet little market town in English backwards. Okay, Waitulu, don't now make me jealous. See? Okay, maybe one day in my next life I'll live there. Yes. Actually, a core principle of both military and survival. Survival globally. Okay. Fascinating. Guardian, I'm so happy I'm making you. I'm so happy. But like, right? Like, there's always this, don't talk to my chick, okay? She's mine. Right? I'll box you. Like, oh my God. And it's usually like all in their head. It's all, don't tell me what to do. Here's your beer. Don't tell me what to do. Like, people's egos are so just, like, really, like, so not worth it. It's like, yeah, one thing I admire if someone is humility and someone gets over themselves. I watched an interview, Mila Kunis was on Howard Stern, and that chick is the most level-headed, awesome, gorgeous, fantastic woman, I think, one of on the planet. She's just like so chilled. She's like, I do acting because it's a job and I enjoy it and I never expected it, and everything's just a joy, and she's living in the moment. And I think that's what we need to do. Support local, support what you can, whether you give to the SPCA or someone. I know there have been a lot of fundraisers happening to help fellow South Africans, fellow group members. So keep it up. And I don't know. I feel like sort of I should end the stream, but there's some comments here. Okay, we'll just read the comments. A little bit. Okay. Basically, everyone at Brackpan House party. There we go. There we go. That's exactly. I thought KISS stands for keep it. Yeah, doesn't it? What did I miss? Actually, a core principle of both military and civil. Yeah. So what does it stand for? Drinking is a depressant. I don't mind what others do, but leaving the bottle was the best thing I've ever done. Well done, Guardian Prepping. I tell you, we all have our little crackers. Mine is Cadbury's. Yes. Yeah, Cadbury's. You're my big friend, eh? Have you checked? And it's gotten so expensive lately as well. But hey, we tend to indulge now once a month. Once a month, I swear. I've always dreamed like that scene in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like, I don't think did anyone jump into the chocolate vat? Like the chocolate stream. Just jump in there. Just get in the chocolate. I want to swim in the chocolate. Yummy. But anyway, okay, that's one fantasy of mine. Now you know me a little bit more. So yeah, people. Okay, I've been talking for nearly like an hour. And yeah, we'll check you on the flip side. Let me know if you want to do a Halloween stream. We could dress up and go all ghost like. Could be fun. Alrighty. So yeah, people, thank you so much for joining me, and have a good Wednesday and a good Thursday. And if we don't see you on Thursday, have an awesome, awesome weekend. Okay. TTFN. Ta-ta. No, that one. Bye.